Thank you, Coach. From beautiful Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we are ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll get this one up to the 26. The defensive end, Cameron Wake, brings him down.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guys trying to block him and gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
And kept him to a short run play there. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Robert Quinn coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. On third and long, it's Keenum. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Tannehill. And his first look is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Tannehill now to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He was looking for Parker that time.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Yeah, we're good, we're good. Very left.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Let's go, let's go. All right. Go, doctor, doctor. Roger, roger, roger.
Keenum to throw on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Running, it's Drake. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Tight right.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Hey, 20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the 1st as well. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Throwing on 1st down is Keenum. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Keenum going to throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Now a first down throw. Keenum. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. And they'll try the ground game here with running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On third down, it's Lindsey, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They do go for it. It's Keenum. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 11 there on 4th and 10. Didn't get it by much, but it is a first down. Keenum on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From the red zone, it's Keenum. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8. And they'll go with a ground attack here. So we got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And McManus able to put it through. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Hey, 20. Zebra.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Taken in at the 22. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. 22. On 1st down, it's Keenum. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now a play fake, and it's Keenum. Buying time to his left. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Cameron Wake in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Hey, orange arm! Orange arm! Hey, orange arm! Orange arm!
3rd and long. It's Keenum. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. Robert Quinn in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Marquette King now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. And out come the Dolphins now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. On first down, it's Tannehill. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. And no, it's incomplete. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. Now a play fake here on first down. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll be taken down at the 34. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
Being chased out left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Hey, 20.
Now Tannehill. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Tannehill. And he comes back with one complete. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 55 yards. And the Dolphins are in for 6.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard. Line. So the Broncos coming out now. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now a desperation throw deep, and it's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play. Keenum to Thomas. And even 50 yards.
All right. Go, doctor.
Back to throw. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a second down. The Broncos in their hurry-up trying to get to their positions and get set quickly. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Let's go. Very left.
And they'll run it here. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely have to.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the fourth. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Here comes Grant on the return. Oh, and Nelson space to operate. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return, and they've taken the lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.